When we divorced, I very much wanted our divorce to be our own, just like our marriage was our own. We didn't need it to be a divorce.
They're allegedly getting passports and traveling to different countries to find mates, women to marry.
Relationships, marriage, these are about sacrifice and trade-offs. However, most people today don't want to accept that reality. Let's see what's happening lately on the relationship front.
Oh man, what hospice has taught me about the vows you take to marry someone. There's a few things that I've taken away after volunteering for hospice over 10 years about marriage, the vows you take, and choosing the right spouse. Number one is that marriage is not for the weak. I think people are so focused on the wedding gown, the wedding dress, the actual event, that sometimes they forget that this person is going to be with you through the ups and downs of life.
So many women today have that Disney princess approach when it comes to marriage. They have that happily ever after mindset, where everything is supposed to go perfectly well and they ride into the sunset with the prince, like those fairy tale marriages. But the real world doesn't work like this, and conflict resolution is key. And few women possess the skills to make long-term marriages work. The culture today is that of convenience. If ever there's anything wrong in a relationship, a challenge, they ghost, they run away and file for divorce. You are the algorithm. If you want to see more calm, thoughtful discussions instead of endless outrage, you can help make that happen. Like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who enjoys conversations like these.
I think after watching so many different marriage dynamics play out, being in people's homes as they're passing away, you realize that some people just married the wrong person. You gotta truly marry your best friend, because I think it takes somebody having a profound amount of respect and truly caring and loving you to take care of you when you're on your deathbed. The reality is our health is such a blessing. None of us are exempt from getting sick.
And I think she's right. A lot of these bad character traits show up in very challenging times. When you need the person the most, that's when they show their true colors. Like, for example, she mentions the deathbed. A lot of these things happen that when the partner is incapacitated in some way, then that's when the partner doesn't show up. That's when there's neglect and all these horrible things show up. And these people work in these types of environments. They have a front row seat to the negative things which actually show up.
Number two is don't marry the person with red flags. Red flags turn into large red towers, is what I like to tell everybody. 20 years later, how that plays out is a ton of resentment. Who you marry is one of the biggest decisions, to me, if not the biggest decision that you will make in your life, because it has such a profound impact on your life and potentially your children's life. Number three is marriage is not for everybody, and we as a society need to accept that more. I think what you realize is that a lot of people felt the societal pressure to get married. Marriage is not for everybody, and that to me is just something we as a society need to accept more and be more comfortable with. So a lot of sacrifice, gotta truly love someone, you have to truly care for them, and you have to have a profound amount of respect for somebody to want to be married.
Marriage is not for everyone in the Western countries. This is because daddy government can always step in and help out all those divorced women who are struggling to pay their bills. Everywhere else, marriage is still a very important part of everyday life. Now, there are some people who might, for some reason, not be suited for marriage, and that is fine. And this has actually been normal throughout history. Not everyone got married.
What's your name?
My name is Jenna.
My name is Juju.
Oh, hi Juju. It's
Nice to meet you. Okay, listen. I need a sugar mama. Hey, look.
Well, I don't have any money.
You have to work. What do you do for a living?
I can't.
You work, right? You have to make some money. I'm not that expensive.
Yes, I have a job.
What do you do?
I'm a customer service representative.
Okay, yeah, it makes good money.
Decent.
Not bad. And like, what I do? What's so funny?
What is the point of it?
Yeah.
Gentlemen, when you go out there and talk to women, have fun, build your charisma, and you are that guy.
A wealthy man will not tell it to you, but my darling, I'm going to. A wealthy, truly wealthy man does not marry beauty alone. He marries these three kinds of women. And I'm going to teach it to you for free, not because so that you can become these three types of women, but because a naive woman does not get used by a wealthy man.
How many times have we heard women today say they want a man who earns six figures? Well, let's find out what they need to bag a guy who actually earns six figures.
Let's get into it. The number one type of women, a truly wealthy man. I'm talking about all money. I'm talking about real good trust fund men. Marry the woman in his circle. I'm sorry to break it to you, but more and more and more and most wealthy men, really wealthy men, will not marry outside their circle. They might entertain you, they might date you, they might use your body, they might gift you expensive gifts, but they do not marry you. They do not give you the status of their wife. They marry the social circle girl who is brought up in the same way as him, who has a similar background in the family, knows exactly how his circle works.
So, a great number of women will try and bag that six-figure guy. They'll throw their hat into the ring. But the reality is they are competing with a lot of women who also want the same guy. Because these guys are not falling out of trees. There's a very small percentage of guys who actually earn six figures. The reality is that a lot of them are going to be on rotation. And they'll pick up a lot of trauma. And finally, they'll try and settle for the guy who is within their tax bracket. And when they get into that relationship, they are going to bring tons of hurt, pain, and trauma with them from past failed relationships.
The second type of woman a very really wealthy man marries is the woman who might not be that wealthy, but is extremely competent. It's not just beauty. And I'm sorry that there are other women and people who sell you that you got to be pretty and wear a dress and go to an expensive bar or a gym and a restaurant and you'll find the man of your dreams. No. The really wealthy men want the competent women. Even if she's not very wealthy, she's extremely competent. She's ambitious, she's career oriented, she can tackle his business, she can go shoulder to shoulder because she's that competent. He might entertain the pretty face, use her, give her designer bags, but he's not marrying her just because she's a pretty face. There's only a percentage of really wealthy men who'll take that when he's 40, 50, has had kids, has had the first woman, everything. Then they might take a woman who's just with beauty. But not when he's young, not when he's building and multiplying his wealth, okay?
I wouldn't necessarily say shoulder to shoulder with the woman because that throws in the so-called independent woman who is glorified in the West right now. And that's not it. I think it's a woman who is able to give a second opinion, who has an ability to interact in the circles which this man operates in. And therefore, she becomes an asset.
And the third type of woman a really wealthy man will actually marry is the woman who is truly a beauty with brains and comes from a background where she might not be wealthy, but her parents are very respectable. The society respects her parents. The society loves her parents in a way, like looks up to her. The respect game is very high. You know why? Because then he can leverage the woman's family's respect or the accomplishments and academic accomplishments to scale himself and his life and his family and his business. Okay? This might be a very hard pill, but trust me, a wealthy, truly wealthy man will not just marry you because you're pretty. He might have kids with you, he might entertain you or date you, but he will marry strategically.
Well, that's the thing. Some will value the designer bags over a healthy, functional relationship with a loving partner. And that's their decision to make, where they'll basically be the child in the relationship and have this man who has his own family and have his own children buy them bags, and all these so-called expensive gifts. But at the end of the day, that's what you remain with. 10, 20 years from now, it's just bags, things which you just put and throw things into. So I don't know how fulfilling that is.
passport bros. They're allegedly getting passports and traveling to different countries to find mates, women to marry, who have values that they admire. Well, I'm a mother of 4 sons, and one of my sons married a woman from Spain, and I'm here to tell you she is the most precious person in the world. She's very well educated, she's very elegant, she's very feminine. She knows how to cooperate with my son and not be demanding and entitled and ungrateful for the things that he does for her.
Men are now leaving to go to other countries to find potential mates and wives. And when you go to another country to find a woman, it's important to learn the culture and understand it. Understand how women there operate, how they think, and how men in that country interact with women. And when you have done that, incorporate it into your game. This will give you a higher chance of success. Because what happens when these guys go to these countries, they bring in that simp mentality and you end up with the same result.
Well, women in America have grown so entitled and so demanding that they think they can do anything they want to do and get away with it, treat a man any way they want to treat him, and even denigrate him when they weigh 300 pounds and he wants someone who looks feminine, who behaves feminine, who takes care of herself. I'm going to encourage my other sons who are not married to get a passport.
I've been divorced for 2 years and we were together for a total of 13. We got married on our 7-year dating anniversary, and then we were married for almost 6 years. And we really split because we weren't much of husband and wife. There wasn't much intimacy in our relationship, and I'm not just talking about physical, I'm talking about kind that's built through daily conversation, experiences, conflict, repair. And when we divorced, I very much wanted our divorce to be our own, just like our marriage was our own. We didn't need it to be a divorce.
What exactly is a divorce which is not a divorce? What exactly does someone mean when they say this? And this is the huge amount of misinformation which is out there. Perhaps to young women, the guys, in a way, there might be misinformation, but life wakes you up, because when you're a young boy actually coming up, no one wants you, no one desires you. You need to build that rep, you need to build that desirability. And with women today, modern women, it's the self-delusion is actually on a high level.
I did all the paperwork, all the filing. It managed to be less than $300, and I really so much just wanted to be able to maintain like this friendship that we had cultivated for so long, supported each other. We have kids, we'll always be family. Literally, there's nothing worth it to me to sacrifice that relationship. A thing, not an amount of money, not another person.
Listen, she's already sacrificed the relationship. So there's no saying no amount of money, no other person. You've already divorced the guy. So how could you come up and say, you know, you don't want to sacrifice the relationship? I just don't understand it.
Cultivated for so long, supported each other. We have kids, we'll always be family. Literally, there's nothing worth it to me to sacrifice that relationship. A thing, not an amount of money, not another person. He was there through stuff, like he knows. And so there's been like a couple times that I brought up things to him recently with the stuff going on. And today I mentioned that I have a situation that's kind of crazy. Even though I didn't do anything wrong, I'm worried I'm going to be punished for it. And I just received a very long response about how he can no longer continue communicating with me about personal stuff for his own well-being. I'm like, well, I absolutely think that's valid and want what's best for him. It's just another person that I love.
Life is all about trade-offs. You can't have the marriage which is stable and at the same time basically live your life as if, you know, you don't have any responsibilities. And I think this is what is happening today with most relationships. They want to preserve that. And I believe that the whole phase era is what is destroying a lot of relationships, because you can't really decide to be in a monogamous relationship, a marriage, and then experience a whole phase before that.
Still love kind of shut me out. Like, I'll always be there for him no matter what. And I want to be. We didn't divorce for any other reason than we just weren't husband and wife. We were like best friends. And I did everything for us and our family. and it was exhausting. I was lonely inside my relationship, and that's much lonelier than being lonely alone. I just couldn't do it forever. Not the kind of relationship I wanted to model for my daughter. It's not what I would want for her or my son. I wonder what's wrong with me. I can respect it. It's kind of like breaking up again. Like, I was never inappropriate, but I get it. It's a lot. My shit is a lot, but I do miss my friend.
You can't divorce a person and then all of a sudden want to play wife and bring in all that emotional, personal stuff into the relationship. You are divorced and you need to live with that and accept that because you look for the divorce. And what probably happened here is she left this guy thinking that she was going to find someone better, or she already had found someone, and that relationship didn't work out, and she now wants to go back to the guy.
If a man said these things I'm about to say, he'd be crucified. But I'm a woman, so let's talk. All you hear about is toxic masculinity, but what about toxic femininity? It gets glamorized. Modern feminism has taught women to be exactly everything that they hate in men. Emotionally unavailable, selfish, prideful, lack of accountability. I mean, y'all already know accountability is like a woman's kryptonite, and I could say that wholeheartedly because I've been that woman. Men are taught, step up, be leaders, be men, be protectors, be providers. And then it's like women are told you deserve more, no matter how you act. I mean, we say we want accountability, unless it's only for men. And if the woman's the problem, we just call it trauma. Be patient with her. It's trauma. If a man is considered the problem, we call it abuse. Now, I'm not saying some of that is not true in some cases, so don't flip my word. And I'm sorry, ladies, but the toxic dating culture is not trash because of men. It's trash because people nowadays lack conviction, they lack integrity. I mean, y'all wanted equality until it came with consequences. Y'all have a blessed day.
So there you have it, the state of relationships today. If you like this type of content, please consider sharing it with someone who might enjoy this type of content. And until next time, take care.